The claims made against Fani Willis have placed the top prosecutor in Georgia in a precarious political situation. Greetings and salutations to everyone. Today's video focuses on the controversy surrounding Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and her alleged hiring of a romantic partner as a lead prosecutor in former President Trump's criminal case. This accusation was brought to light in court documents filed by Mike Roman, a Trump 2020 campaign operative who is also a co-defendant in the Georgia election interference case. While neither Willis nor the prosecutor in question, Nathan Wade, have denied these claims, Willis has come to Wade's defense and criticized Reverend Marjorie Taylor Greene for demanding a criminal investigation. This accusation has provided Republicans, Trump, and his co-defendants with additional ammunition for their attacks. Without any further delay, let us begin our discussion. The recent scandal involving Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis allegedly hiring a romantic partner as a top prosecutor in the criminal case against former President Trump has provided Republicans, as well as Trump and his co-defendants, with fresh ammunition for their attacks. Last week, an attorney representing Mike Roman, a co-defendant of former President Trump in the Georgia election interference case, filed court papers that included an accusation, albeit without concrete evidence, regarding a supposed relationship. Despite more than a week passing since the claims were made, neither Willis nor the prosecutor in question, Nathan Wade, have refuted the allegations. In a recent response, Willis addressed the accusation without directly mentioning Wade, instead referring to him as a great friend and standing by his decision to hire him. Additionally, Willis took the opportunity to call out Reverend Marjorie Taylor Greene, who had called for a criminal investigation, stating that her spirit is consumed by animosity. During a Martin Luther King Jr. Day service at an Atlanta church, Willis expressed her hope that this week she will not bear the visible marks of her past struggles. In Roman's legal filing, it was argued that the alleged connection renders the indictment fundamentally flawed. The request to dismiss the charges and prevent Willis, Wade, and the Fulton County District Attorney's Office from any further participation in the case was also made. Judge Scott McAfee, the presiding judge of the case, has indicated that he will schedule a hearing to address the matter, although it is expected to take place no earlier than the beginning of February, if not later. Despite doubts expressed by legal experts that Willis would need to be removed from the case even if the accusation is proven true, Trump allies, including Greene, have seized upon this revelation to strengthen their argument that the prosecution of the former president is driven by political motives. The district attorney's office spokesperson refused to provide a comment for this particular story, stating that their response would be presented through court filings. Over the weekend, Willis subtly suggested that race may have been a factor in the criticism, highlighting the fact that she had employed 3 special prosecutors, yet only Wade, who is black, was subjected to questioning. Willis made it abundantly clear that all 3 special counselors are exceptionally talented individuals. However, she couldn't help but ponder whether some people will always refuse to recognize the qualifications of a black man, regardless of his accomplishments. What more can one possibly achieve? It's worth noting that the other 2 counselors have never served as judges, yet their credentials are never called into question. Before joining the Trump prosecution, Wade had a background as a municipal judge and operated his own private practice specializing in family law and contract conflicts. However, his limited exposure to intricate criminal cases has raised concerns, and his detractors have highlighted the substantial amount of money he has earned for prosecuting Trump. Trump is currently facing multiple criminal indictments, one of which involves racketeering charges. Alongside a group of his associates, he has been accused by Willis's team of engaging in a conspiracy to unlawfully maintain his position as president after the 2020 election. Despite the charges, Trump entered a plea of not guilty. In a recent development, the ex-president publicly demanded the dismissal of the charges against him, characterizing Willis as being completely compromised. Steve Sado, the attorney leading Trump's legal team in Georgia, has thus far adopted a more measured stance towards the recent revelation. This aligns with his overall approach of being less confrontational with prosecutors throughout the case, despite his client's tendency to make inflammatory remarks. During a recent court hearing, Sado expressed his intention to give Willis an opportunity to respond before officially stating Trump's stance on the issue. However, following Willis's remarks during the weekend, Sado asserted his position with greater assertiveness. In a LinkedIn post, Sado addressed Madam DA and expressed his respectful curiosity regarding her decision to bring up the race card instead of openly discussing her connection with her supposed great friend. Sado made it clear that the issue being presented in court has no racial implications. If truth is what Madam DA desires, Sado urged her to share it with the public. Capitol Hill Republicans, who have been vocal critics of Trump's politically motivated criminal indictments, have adopted a less cautious stance. In response, Green firmly insisted that the Governor and Attorney General of Georgia take immediate action to initiate a criminal investigation against Willis and Wade. In a letter dated Wednesday, Green expressed her concerns about Fani Willis's consistent and unlawful tendency to politicize and exploit her position of power, using it as a weapon to engage in lawfare against President Trump with the intention of interfering in the upcoming 2024 presidential election. Additionally, Green raised allegations that Willis has potentially benefited both herself and her undisclosed romantic partner financially throughout this entire endeavor. In her Sunday speech, Willis expressed her desire to not emulate those who had attacked her. She made it clear that she never wanted to embody the same spirit of hate that Marjorie Taylor Greene had displayed, despite never having met her personally. In an effort to investigate Willis's prosecution, House Judiciary Committee Chair Jim Jordan initiated an inquiry on Friday. In a letter to Wade, Jordan expressed the committee's growing concerns regarding politically motivated prosecutions by state and local officials, emphasizing that the recently released information further reinforces these worries. While the comments made by the lawmakers are unlikely to have any impact on the case, the perception of impropriety could potentially pose challenges for Willis in her efforts to obtain a future conviction, particularly if she fails to convince the jury that there is no conflict of interest. All eyes are currently focused on the upcoming January 31st hearing, where Ashley Merchant, the attorney who initially presented the romance allegation on behalf of Roman, will request that a judge reveal the details of Wade's ongoing divorce case. According to a court document obtained by The Hill, the district attorney was summoned to testify in the divorce proceedings on the same day that the allegations against Wade became public. Merchant has also indicated that the case file contains additional evidence pertaining to Wade's purported connection with Willis. In a statement, Andrea Dyer Hastings, an attorney representing Wade's wife, emphasized the importance of complete transparency among all parties involved. Hastings emphasized that their inquiry into Mr. Wade's conduct is completely separate from any other legal matters. He further stated that all concerns and inquiries will be appropriately handled within the court system. Their primary objective remains centered around supporting Miss Wade and facilitating her transition into a tranquil and promising future. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.